everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. With a spot in the Super Bowl on the line, everything is on the line in today's conference championship matchup. It's the Chargers going up against the Raiders. With that, we'll get you out to Oakland, as we'll hand it over to our colleagues, Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, after an off-season of questions, football is back here in the East Bay at Oakland, California. Straight ahead, it's a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl. And it'll be a great one between the San Diego Chargers and the Oakland Raiders. For a berth in Super Bowl 53, away we go. The 2019 AFC Championship game is underway. This one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. They come up with one running back. That's Bell.
Let's go now. Go.
He'll get the football here. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. And a look at the offense that is hoping to put some points up in bunches here in this one. And they still need 8 yards for the first here on second down.
Let's go now.
Bell. And this will go for 5 up to the 33. A group effort there. A bunch of Charger defenders there to make the stop. And we'll take a look quickly at the San Diego defense.
Will Hill's a name that I remember even when he was in high school. He was that good. Many talked about him being the next coming. He's fulfilled his promise and made it to the NFL.
Check.
They'll try and run for it with Bell. And he's got some space here. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
A good explosive run there sets him up with a new set of downs, and every team wants to start their game with a really nice drive. 3 and out, no one wants to see that, and they were able to avoid it after that run.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
One of the things that's really difficult for an offense is often identifying how to block a 3-4 defense. Well, when they're coming on a blitz, even more difficult. They're elusive targets and hard to hit.
On second down, it's Bell. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down. A nickelback added defensively as they look to stop this 3rd and 8. Throwing on third down, Romo. And this is Ertz with it, right side. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
A short game that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt. And, Charles, when you start talking about NFL kickers that have hit from 62 or further, it's a pretty short list, isn't it?
That it is, but how about the trust by a head coach to even let your kicker try from that range? That's really showing a lot of faith that he can get the job done.
Yeah, faith and guts. On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. One receiver left, three to the right. On 1st and 10, Newton. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, he's going to take a shot. And this will be caught at the 30. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. We heard them talk before the game about utilizing the intermediate passing game this week. It works for them there. They move the chains.
And we saw them work on it in practice as well. And most teams take a period at a time to work on different things. They put a couple of periods of work into the intermediate passing game, and now we know exactly why. They got the look that they were seeking, and they were able to take advantage of it.
Now Newton on 1st down. And he's got the open man. It's Allen on the comebacker. 15 yards down to the 15 and a 1st down.
That was a really nice job there, stretching zone coverage by running that route deep enough before breaking it back towards the sideline and being open.
And a precise throw for the reception in the 1st. They'll run it now out of the gun. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Good, strong run against the 3-4 set. And that 3-4, you've got to have you guys up front eat up a lot of blocks. The guy playing over the center, the nose, he usually has to take on double teams. But when you're able to successfully move him, you're often able to get some yardage. And that's when linebackers have to clean up and make tackles.
The tight end Henry here in motion. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. And they'll run it here. And he fights his way in for a Charger touchdown. A great play there. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Chargers have taken a first-quarter lead.
In as many coaches' meetings as we sit in, we hear the word finish all the time, don't we? And on that play, the back actually finished getting into the end zone, breaking the last tackle. Tried to wrap up, tried to use the proper technique, just wasn't able to get it done.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Raiders offense now making their way back out onto the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Ready to go now in the second quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Raiders in possession of the football. They face a 2nd and 7 to start things out. They'll pitch it out to Bell. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down. Defense doing their job, really nowhere to run the football.
Yeah, it's almost textbook, wasn't it? Every place he tried to find an open spot, there just wasn't one. Congrats to the defense, no gain.
Call fitting your gaps, right?
I love it. You're exactly right. I see an extra DB on the field now for San Diego.
Yeah, indeed. Here's Romo. And this is going to be incomplete. He was looking for Quincy Enunwa that time, and that brings up fourth down.
The defensive coordinator came into this game with a plan to get to the quarterback with whatever type of pressure is necessary. It's working to perfection for him today.
And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. And now San Diego getting set to go. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll take this one up to about the 23. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turn around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
Here's Newton now on 2nd down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
When it's well executed, a wide receiver screen can often be a thing of beauty, but so many things have to go right in order to complete it. Blocking out in front, timing of the quarterback with the receiver, and oftentimes everything gets set, and guess what? They drop the football.
Three yards left to grab here on 3rd down. One receiver left, that's Allen. Newton on 3rd down. Well, they would have gotten the conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4th down.
One of the best routes, one of the favorite routes of any play caller. He just ran now a nice little angle route. That's supposed to be a catch, and usually it is in running back drop.
Yeah, I mean, he's a running back, but he's got hands. He should have caught it. To punt it away on 4th down, here's Drew Kaiser. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out, and a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They'll come out in the pistol. On 1st and 10, Romo. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jaleel Adai. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Here comes the Chargers offense now back out onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Give him 30 yards there.
When big runs occur, sometimes there's a sense that things were pretty easy, and that one carried them down inside the 10. But getting into the end zone now, that won't be easy at all because you're going to face different defenses and not as much real estate to work with. Will they be able to run it, or will they have to throw it in order to try and score?
The tight end Henry here in motion. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He was trying to get his 2nd touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a 2nd. Defense looking to hold. And he's in across the chalk. Touchdown, San Diego. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. Gano for the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So out come the Raiders. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Complete. Richardson has it. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. 2nd down now after the pass completion. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Romo. He targets Jordan Matthews, and it's caught. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. Two minutes to go here in the first half. Back with more of the AFC Championship game after this. On first down, Romo. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. The offensive line and its ability to open holes in this defensive front, something they were confident they could create in this game. Got the job done there, picked up the first. And something they wanted to do. Have we ever met offensive linemen that don't want to fire out and hit people? I mean, they love the running game. Guys want to do that, and when you emphasize it, practice it, and work on it, that gives you an opportunity during the game. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down, but a nice little gain. It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they? Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing. It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. A one-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them.
but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. They'll go back to the ground with Bell. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. On 1st down, it's Romo. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down. To throw on 2nd down is Romo. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And the offense now will try to regroup after the sack on 2nd down. 3rd and long here. It's Romo. And this is Ertz with it, right side. He'll get 17 back there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Well, I think everything was impressive about that one, except they didn't get a first.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. So as they take it over, we step aside. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. And Parkey's kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we are halfway home to figuring out who will represent the AFC in the Super Bowl. As we send you cross-country to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando with our halftime report, here's Larry Ridley. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And with a new rule, that decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he only gets to the 20. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this 3rd quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Give them 18 on that one. Good enough for a San Diego 1st down. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41. John Simon in on the stop. Seven yards to go on 2nd down. Now they'll run it on the toss. Room here to run. And he'll be out of bounds, able to take it down to the 40. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs.
Well, that's the desired outcome coming out here in this.
So the D-line's going to spread out. They come out with one back and three tight ends. And they'll go on the ground. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. So nothing there that time, and maybe you need to look to the O-line. They weren't able to create any space.
No, they weren't, and you know as well as I do, as many offensive line coaches we've ever met, I think that'll be addressed loudly when those guys get to the sideline.
And they're usually loud and big. One receiver left, that's Allen. They'll try the air now with Newton. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. It'll be a gain of 6, and they're going to have a third down. But he's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency. 3rd and 5, so they bring in an extra defensive back.
Expecting pass. Newton now to throw. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. And give him 5 yards there, and it's enough for the first.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
They come up in an offset eye. Here's the backup now, the former Badger, Melvin Gordon. A gain of 3, second down. See if they stay on the ground for second down. This is Gordon as they go to him again. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Eighth play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be 2nd and goal. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
From the 3 now, here they come on 3rd and goal. Back now in the East Bay. It's Charger football, and they've got the lead as well as we begin the 4th quarter. From the 3-yard line once more. Now here's 3rd and goal. Now Newton on 3rd and goal. And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack. Ezekiel Ansah in there to drop him, and his great season continues. 13 sacks for him now on the year. And Gano's kick is right through. And that will extend their lead here to 17-6. So a big one there as that gives them a little cushion.
And you know, here in the 4th quarter, the fact that they were able to bleed some time off the clock and put points on the board, even if it's only 3, that could turn out to be the drive that ultimately wins them the game.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense now making their way toward the huddle. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal, field goal, field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
Now they'll try the sweep with Bell. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Now it's Romo. Got an open man. It's a noon one. And they'll get him down here at the 23. So he got his hands a little too far outside. The ref caught him, threw the flag.
Well, that wasn't exactly a thing of beauty. I know they completed the pass, but look at the yardage lost. I mean, who does that make happy?
That's why I don't play in PPR points per reception fantasy leagues right there.
You'd be really
You don't deserve
upset,
anything
right?
for that.
But you get credit for it? Is that how that works?
Yeah.
Well, I know whoever has this team's defense, they were happy about that play.
Here's Romo. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Well, they haven't had a whole lot of success in the passing game here. Now, in the second half, he's thinking, I guess maybe just take a shot deep.
I think you're right. Almost looking for a bailout, isn't he? Can my receiver go up and make a big play for me? Can I create a penalty downfield, maybe pick up an interference call and get that yardage downfield? Anything trying to get going again, but you're right. He definitely took a shot.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They'll need to get the play off quickly. Now Kaepernick, got to have this one. He's got time in the pocket. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The Raiders trying on 4th down, but to no avail. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. From the gun, here's Newton. And this will be incomplete.
How many times when we see an incomplete pass, we just look at the receiver and say, should have caught that one. That was a drop, and we just put it on the offense. How about a little credit for the defense there? They just forced an incompletion.
Yeah, especially after starting in a tough spot defensively, but a good start there on first down.
That gave them a little extra confidence there, starting, as you said, in a tough spot and being able to make a play on first down.
Here's Newton now on second down. Dancing to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Rashid Hagman breaking through to get him for a loss of 7.
And on second and goal, they decide to throw it again. And this result is even worse. They take a sack. On first down, it was simply an incomplete pass. Not a good first 2 plays, beginning with first and goal.
Third and goal now. Maybe the offensive coordinator thinking blitz here. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And Gano's kick is right through. And that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3 there, but clearly anything helps when you're trying to salt one away here in the fourth.
Without a doubt, I think a touchdown would have been the final nail. But 3 does give them some breathing room and lets them build up a little cushion.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Normally, he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
Second and 10. Romo once more. And Matthews has it right side. And he gets this one just shy of the 40 to mark him down at the 39. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Now Tony Romo on first down. Anunwa's got it. Complete. Give him a couple on the catch. It's second and 8. Short play like that in this situation this late, that's a win for the defense.
No doubt. I remember something Coach Madden used to talk about all the time. Sometimes you can't just take what the defense gives you. You have to take what you need. And in this case, the offense is taking what the defense is giving them, not what they need.
Oh, it's a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and inches.
Still want to be prepared for a pass.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Well, so much for him being bottled up throughout the day. Finally finds a way to break through and get a really nice gain.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Out comes the San Diego offense as they get set to see what they can do here. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Give him a couple on the carry there. Second and 8. Time for a break. Back to wrap up the AFC Championship game after this. Second down following the run. Now they try the right side here. And he is going to... Now the Raiders are going to use another timeout here. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here. And we'll be back. offense needs 11. Have to think pass here on third down. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. Cuts it out to the sideline. A big gain there on third and long. 37 yards.
Well, you know what they say about the best laid plans, partner. I mean, this one was totally foiled. They played for the pass. The idea was if you want to run it, that's fine. We'll rally up and make the tackle. Except they didn't get it done.
Yeah, it was third and long and a big run there. How about that?
So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he's going to be met at about the 43. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
It's really no surprise to see them running the ball here. They've got the lead, not much time left. They just want to keep the clock moving, and they can win it right now.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on third down. Handoff as they run the counter play. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. This to make it a 3-score game late. And Gano's kick is right through. And that'll push the lead up to 17. And you figure with that, this game's pretty well out of reach.
It would take a heck of a comeback at this point. Being 3 scores down, I think that's too much to ask with time winding down here in the 4th.
After knocking through the field goal, here's Gano back out there now for the kickoff. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So the offense has it 1st and 10. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Here's Romo. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. Back to the air they go. Romo on 2nd down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage. The drag route can be effective when it's run well.
Let's go now. 20. Half.
Now a 1st down throw. Romo. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. Well, Charles, it's great to win at home in the NFL. When you win on the road, it's a little extra special, isn't it?
It is, because, let's face it, in most cases, you're not expected to go on the road and win in the National Football League. It just doesn't usually compute. So to get out there, get that done, and then head back to your city with one in the victory column, oh, that's a fantastic feeling.
And that will do it for this one. For Charles Davis, myself, and the entire crew, we'll see you in 2 weeks at the Super Bowl.